Hi everybody, welcome to the demo of the PyVision custom symbol manual input. The manual input symbol is a single data source symbol that allows you to put new values to PyAF attributes and PyTags as well. Here is the icon of the manual input symbol. Let's try it with the core PyTag named CDT155, which holds temperatures values. Like other symbols, you have to select the symbol's icon, then drag and drop the data source into the PyVision display. The symbol look and feel is very similar to the core symbol value, so it will easily integrate to your existing PyVision displays. By default, the symbol is composed of 3 lines. On the first line, the name of the data source. On the second line, the current value, the unit of measure, and a pen icon. Here, the unit for temperature is degrees Celsius. When the unit is unknown, this field is hidden and only the value and the pen icon are displayed. For example, the core PyTag named sinusoid doesn't have a unit. To change the data source of the manual input symbol, just drag and drop a new item as usual. Let's get back to the previous data source simply by clicking on the undo button or hitting Ctrl+Z on the keyboard. The third line contains the timestamp of the current value. We will see later how to customize the visibility of those items. When the user clicks on the pen icon, the symbol shows an input form. The input form contains several fields. Here, the current value and its timestamp. Those fields are grayed because they are not editable. Below, 2 text boxes allow the user to type the new value to be pushed to the data source and the timestamp of the new value. When the user sends the new value by clicking on the dedicated button, a feedback message is displayed in the input form. This custom symbol is fully compatible with all OSIsoft time expressions like star, which means now, or star minus 2D, which means 2 days ago, or T for today at midnight, or Y plus 8H, that stands for yesterday at 8 o'clock, and that is really useful. If the time expression is malformed, an error message helps the user to correct the timestamp. For example, if I type 2 stars, the custom symbol lets me know that the second star wasn't expected. Other example, with D minus 2 seconds, the custom symbol warns me that the letter D is not valid. Similarly, if the value type doesn't match the type of the data source, the symbol displays an error message. Empty texts are not allowed for both the value field and the timestamp field. The Send Value button will be disabled until both text boxes are filled. The manual input custom symbol is compatible with many kinds of data types: numbers, Booleans, digital sets for PyTags, and AF enumeration sets for PyAF attributes. We already saw how it works with numbers, floats, and integers. Now, let's take a look to Booleans. The custom symbol manual input automatically detects that the data source is a Boolean and switches the value input text box for a drop-down list containing 2 values, true and false. For enumerations and digital sets as well, the drop-down list contains all possible values for the data source. Here for a PyTag, and there for a PyAF attribute. Let's take a look at the configuration options. The configuration panel is composed of 4 parts. The first 2 are expanded by default, namely visibility and style. The last 2 are collapsed by default, namely colors and borders. Inside the visibility group, you can choose to show or hide the label, which is the name of the PI tag or the PI-AF attribute, the value, the unit of measure, the manual input icon, and the timestamp. The last option avoids the input form to be hidden by other symbols in the display. The input form is pushed to the front of the display. For example, when you have several manual inputs next to each other. Inside the Style option group, you can set the font size, the format, and the text alignment. For the font size, you can select one of the predefined font sizes from 8 to 72. You can also specify a custom size, for example, 18.6. You can customize the value format. The behavior of this option is the same as the format option in the value symbol. For example, you can select the number option and indicate how many digits you want after the decimal separator. And check this checkbox if you want to add a white space between hundreds and thousands. The text alignment option has 3 items. Left, which is the default value, center, and right. In the colors group, you can change the background color, whose default color is transparent. The label color, the value color, which is the same as the pen icon color, the units color, the timestamp color, the error color, which belongs to the messages displayed inside the manual input form. For instance, when the input text boxes are empty, or when the data type of the new value is not correct. In the Borders option group, you can specify the color and the weight of the symbol's border. Thanks for watching. Don't hesitate to contact me if you have any question or feedback to share. And stay tuned to my channel for the next PiVision custom symbols I will publish and demonstrate on YouTube.